Hello, what is a ring? What is an auction ring? People ask me, what's a ring, Robert? Is there a ring? Who is in the ring? So some of you know what that means, others will say, what on earth are you talking about? So I'll tell you. I'm going to refer to England in the 70s because it won't offend anybody and it won't cause any problems. So let us say in the 70s in England there was an auction. The dealers would know each other and they would go to the auction, and the special items would be apparent to most of the dealers and may or may not be apparent to the auctioneer. And the object of the ring was to buy the item at the sale at the lowest price possible to defraud the vendor and to allow the dealers to purchase it collectively at a low price and then divide the profits between them. If the auction customers, the dealers, were to buy, as they should, by bidding against each other to give the vendor the maximum price, it meant that they would have less profit. So there are laws in England about the auction houses. There are boards on display in all the auction houses in England which tell the public how they may not participate in a ring. It's a form of cooperative, a form of monopoly. OPEC's a sort of the oil version, cartel situation, and it is discouraged in England now, and it was discouraged historically. It's slightly different now because of the internet. It's very hard to create a ring because the buyers are secret and not gathered together and unable to make a transaction after the actual purchase in a sale room of the item formally. They can't gather together so easily and make the settlement between the other members of the ring. So what would happen in the 70s is there would be a sale, and the sales were nearly always not in a sale room. They were often at the place of auction house. It could be at a farm, it could be at a stately home, whatever. And the sale would be conducted and the item would be purchased for a nominal amount, and then the dealers would go off together and they would sit around a table. This is where it's called the ring, and they would continue the auction privately between themselves. So let us say that sold in the sale at £100, and all the dealers let one of the dealers buy it only, and they would agree beforehand who was in the ring. They would buy it for 100, say, and they would go and sit in the pub, and they would start again. So start at 100, it would go around in a circle, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. One of the men in the ring could drop out. It was men, it wasn't women. So he would have a division of the first 100 and go away, and then it would continue, go up another 100 or another 200, and the saving would be greater between the less members of the ring as the price went up, and it would be divided up, and each person in the ring would have their share out, and they'd disappear, go, and in the end it'd be down to two people, and the one who won would go and pay the auction house at the low price, the official price, and he would pay out the other remaining member, and the other members would have been paid out as well. So the longer you stay in the ring, the more you get. The risk is, if you stay in the ring to get more money out of the division, you could end up buying it. So you then have to buy the painting off the auctioneer, and you have to pay off the other members of the ring. So that's what happened, and it was really, really common. It was routine. You'd see around the sale rooms, you'd see in pubs after the sale, you'd see rings occurring. It was what was going on. I have not seen myself, but I've heard that auctioneers themselves would enter the ring because they would make more money by participating in an item that had been sold artificially cheaply. They'd make more money in the ring than they would on the commission of the item sold at this artificially low price. So it's really, really horrible stuff. That is what an auction ring is. Does it happen now? Yes, it does happen now. Does it happen much now? No, it doesn't. Should it happen? No, of course it shouldn't happen. There are rings and other forms of auction. You find it in the property business, you find it in the car trade, so it's not just antiques. But that's what a ring is, that's what an auction ring is. And it was for many years, historically, a very big part of the business. Thank you.